Talk about all as well. You're doing good. You're good, Robbie. I know it was sort of in the press recently about you not feeling too great. You're on tour and everything else. How are you feeling in yourself?
Yeah, really good. Got to the end of the tour. I got a really bad back at the start of the year, and it was really debilitating.
Yeah.
Then I had to go on tour, and at the best of times, I have to be 100% to go on tour because it's really demanding. And I had a slipped disc in the middle of my back and a slipped disc in my neck and arthritis in the bottom of my back. So I was a mess. And, you know, I was taking injections to go on each night. And as the tour went on, it just caught up with me. But I managed to do 97% of the tour, and I missed out Russia, which is a sickener because I really wanted to go there and sing Party Like a Russian, my song to them. But, you know, I haven't cancelled a show since 1998. So I've got a pretty good record. That being said, back's taken care of itself. Lots of yoga.
Did you
lots
have
of Pilates.
surgery on the discs?
No, but I was going to.
Yeah, because I had that op.
Oh, right,
and you can walk again straight away if the disc has bulged out, but it's a bit frightening to think about.
Yeah, well, the operation they wanted to do for me was to break 2 of my ribs, go in through the back, and then put a plate on my ribs, and then I was going to have to lie down for 8 months. Yeah. The recuperation was 8 months of me and YouTube and you lovely people.
So you know, back to the boring part of the now.
Yeah, I'm doing yoga.
And veganism.
Yeah, well, we're not veganism.
Let's not get carried away.
Thanks to the internet for shouting at me. I'm not a vegan. I'm doing plant-based stuff. I'm more vegan than I was, but I'm on my way there. You know.
Why are you still eating meat?
Occasionally, yes.
Occasionally, but not very often.
Not very often.
Yeah.
But he does have a leather jacket, so I think.
But I wanted to do anything to make the back better, and I heard that, you know, if you eat a lot of meat, you get a lot of inflammation.
Yeah.
And I decided to go plant-based, and it
You've gone full Californian, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
You've got the kimchi and the wheatgrass.
I've got to say, for anybody out there with back problems, try the same thing out because, you know, an operation might not be needed.
Well, my specialist completely disagrees.
Oh, really?
Food. Well, I think there's 2 schools of thought about food and inflammation of the joints, but if it's worked for you, it's worked for you.
I'm not necessarily saying the food, I'm just saying the yoga and the Pilates.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the physical
agree
therapy,
with
the
that.
taking care of yourself. And, you know, I'm 43, I'm not 23 anymore, so it's about time I started looking
I know,
after myself.
well, it's interesting, though, because you do say in the book about how when you're performing and you're up on stage, you some days just hope that Robbie Williams will turn up, as opposed to how you're feeling.
Yeah.
So I can imagine if you're kind of in any sort of pain or anything else, because we all want to be entertained, don't we, when we see you up there. So that's one of the struggles that you talk about within the book, actually, isn't it?
Yeah,
That your head's up in the right place at the same
Actually, in a
time.
weird way, having a really bad back sort of gave me something bigger to worry about than my stage nerves. I don't have stage nerves all of the time. They can just creep up and they disappear. It's like, you know, it's a horse that's won one race, came 3rd in the next race, and then the 3rd race, it won't even get into the stalls because he got spooked by a mouse or something on his way in. And that's me when I come to gigs. Some nights I'm just like, there's 60,000 people looking at me and this is amazing. And then other nights it's like, there's 60,000 people looking at me and this is totally weird. But having the back problem gave me something bigger to worry about.
Yeah.
Even though, you know, physically I nearly wasn't able to do my job, mentally I was more worried about this than actually, you know, the mental stuff that goes on with being worried about standing in front of people and selling my wares.